Hello, fans. Today's game is sure to be a good one. Now set right there with your favorite snacks and let's meet our Lion of the Day.
Today's video is Jake Bates. He is represented by a 2024 Panini Select Rookie Signature Memorabilia Blue Prism, numbered to 75, slabbed by Stats Grading. If you're a Detroit Lions fan, you already know the feeling. The drive stalls, the clock's leaking out. Everyone's staring at the kicking unit like, please, just give us 3. And in Detroit, that moment has started to belong to one name, Jake Bates. Because Jake Bates didn't arrive in Detroit with the typical kicker backstory. He didn't come in as some first-round pick or lifelong NFL fixture. His Lions chapter starts with a spring football detour and a leg that basically forced the NFL to pay attention. Before he ever wore Honolulu blue, Bates was drilling kicks for the Michigan Panthers in the UFL, and he nailed a 64-yard game-winning field goal that instantly made football fans do a double-take. 64 yards. That kind of kick changes a career, and it helped open the door to Detroit. Detroit takes the swing. In June of 2024, the Lions signed Bates to a 2-year contract, and from day one, the idea was simple. Detroit wasn't just looking for a kicker who could make the easy ones. They wanted a kicker who could survive pressure and maybe even weaponize it. Now, here's the thing about kickers. You can have talent and you can have leg strength, but Lions fans care about one trait above all. Can you hit it when it matters? Bates' first season in Detroit delivered exactly that vibe. Over the 2024 regular season, he finished 26 for 29 on field goals, the kind of steadiness that makes an offense breathe easier. And then came the moments that turned new kicker into Ford Field favorite. The Texans game. Big leg, big moment mythology. Let's talk about the night that stamped the legend. On Sunday Night Football versus the Houston Texans, Bates delivered one of those sequences you only believe when you see it. A 58-yard field goal to tie the game, and then later a 52-yard walk-off to finish it. That's not just making kicks. That's living in the exact moment that breaks kickers. And Detroit fans, they remember that. Recognition follows the clutch. When a kicker starts stacking big moments, the league starts noticing too. Bates was named the NFC Special Teams Player of the Month for November 2024. And that's the kind of recognition that tells you it wasn't just one hot night. It was a stretch of real production. Now, if you've watched the NFL long enough, you know how this goes. The league adjusts. Pressure ramps up. Weather gets uglier. Expectations get louder. In 2025, Bates' field goal percentage dipped. He finished 27 for 34. And a lot of the debate centered on longer kicks and whether Detroit should bring in competition. But here's the part Lions fans keep coming back to. Even when the season gets uneven, Bates has shown the nerve to hit high-stakes kicks. The Bears' walk-off, the no-flinch moment. And that takes us to one of the cleanest summaries of what Bates has meant to Detroit. A 42-yard field goal as time expired to beat the Bears in a tight 19-16 game. That's the Lions kicker job description in one sentence. No flinch, no speech, just points. What Jake Bates represents in Detroit for Lions fans, Bates isn't just a kicker. He's a symbol of the current Detroit era. Aggressive team identity, belief in development, and a roster built to win close games. Because when you've got a kicker with range and confidence, your entire play-calling menu expands. Suddenly, a drive to the 35 isn't, we have to score. It's, we're in business. Jake Bates' time in Detroit has already included the kind of moments that make kickers legendary in a city like this. Long kicks, primetime pressure, and walk-off finishes. And if Detroit's chasing the next step as a contender, having a kicker who can swing a game late, that's not a footnote. That's a weapon. If you enjoyed this deep dive Detroit Lions Jake Bates story, drop a like, subscribe, and comment.